couch. That's my favorite part.
It's white too.
So you can't see the stains.
It's like black sheets. Not a good idea.
What? Why not? Did you just steal my beer?
I did.
There you go. Oh, do you need to keep something from rolling?
Yeah.
Are we rolling? We live?
Yeah. Yeah, we're recording. I just turn everything on just so I know we're good.
Oh. I'm posting to P_Casper_photo on Instagram currently.
That would be very useful because I will tag you.
Yeah, there we go.
Um,
I'm under the impression that hashtags do nothing.
No, they don't.
They really don't.
Hashtags literally do. I don't use hashtags anymore.
Yeah.
So I did. Did you see the reel on Instagram of Dave Cole saying "Don't bring fireworks," this, that, and the other?
Yeah.
That was my. I clipped that from the KOH pre-show. No hashtags. 400,000 views. I don't post anything with hashtags anymore.
Yeah, like how is it supposed? I mean, is the algorithm based like visually where it's supposed to go, or like does the For You page not even do anything?
I don't
There's just
know.
no reach anymore.
Yeah, I legitimately haven't used hashtags in forever, and since I've stopped using hashtags, we've gained 1,000 followers.
Yep.
I also haven't gotten on the real train yet. I'm still.
They also limit you now on hashtags.
It kills me.
Yeah.
Because like, I used to work in data centers for a living, and I hate AI.
Yeah.
But all the reels I make are from AI.
Right.
I load them into like Opus Pro, and it clips all the podcasts, and it's good to go. Like I literally did that with the vlog this morning.
Yep.
I did the driver's meeting from last night for today. I'll do today's driver's meeting for tomorrow. I'll clip that and post stuff from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just so.
No hashtags though.
I'm too old school. I took a long time to switch from DSLR stuff, and then not mirrorless or whatever, and now everything's video. So I guess at some point I should probably get on the bandwagon. But
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm an old horse.
Old horse ready for riding. PJ, you want to bring us in?
I don't know what was our catchphrase. You had more practice with that one. I don't even remember. I work in a shop. Okay.
Welcome them back to the show, PJ.
Welcome back to the Dirt Drive podcast. Our special guest today is Phillip Casper.
Casper like the ghost, right?
Like the ghost.
You fucking idiot. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to say it. You were supposed to pretend you didn't know the ghost.
In the bit.
We literally had that conversation this morning.
Let's restart
Let's
this.
restart.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
My name is Phil Casper, photographer.
So, like the ghost.
The what?
I can't now. I can't.
Dude, I don't know what.
What? Wait, what?
Like,
The
is
who?
this like Indian burial ground, like haunted? Is there a ghost here?
Oh, this place is definitely haunted.
Yeah, no,
You're talking about a dry lake bed in California where we used to murder Indians?
Or
Welcome to the Dirt Drive podcast.
well,
So how do you guys know each other? You're very cuddled up over there.
yeah. Well, I wanted to be next to the wheel, but I guess I got PJ instead. We know each other.
It's literally my life.
We first met through our mutual friend Angel Maldonado of 7 Slot.
Okay.
Shout out 7 Slot. Angel's what they call one of the real ones.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the real ones.
One of the
And like the way we know he's a real one is because he hasn't been like super involved in the community.
Yeah.
Recently, no offense, Angel, but like when you bring up his name,
People
everyone's
still
like,
know.
Oh, fuck,
Angel?
Yeah.
What's he been up to? Yep.
Skateboarding in his basement.
Trying to get him back on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
7 Slot Society is
He's
still
itching.
out there.
I could tell. I text him. I send him race stuff all the time,
Yep.
and I think he's ready to get back.
Well, people
to it,
were
so.
asking for merch, stickers.
Yep. I drew up some nice drawing of him in a YJ driving over a duck.
Yep.
So that's.
I have that saved on my phone.
Yeah. That's
So how did you guys meet through Angel?
So Angel, I met out here at KOH one year. He was, I don't know, man. I can't remember how. Photographers here in the media tent, we all kind of just shoot. Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Shoot the shit. And and I saw. We're just kind of talking about cameras, and then we went to go get tacos, and we had all of our cameras sitting on the table, and you think like, my God, there's got to be $25,000 of just junk sitting here.
Yeah.
And we just kind of hit it off, and then
Yeah, it offends me how expensive that stuff is.
Yeah.
We were talking to what was the guy? We literally just got his name. Corey in our camp, and he's like, "Oh, you think you have autism, PJ?"
Yeah, he
And
saw me
pulled-
open my bag and brought out 2 of his bags.
Uh-huh.
fucking labeled, neat, tidy, OCD.
I'm
He was
trying to
like,
get-
yeah, Larry Chen showed me this trick, and I was like,
nice.
okay.
Let me just name drop Larry Chen. Yeah. I usually just get his big hat in my pictures.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? No, and then Angel, was it when you came out to the race in New York
Yep.
the first time?
Yep.
Yeah. So we had a,
Brought your 4-wheeler and everything.
yeah, my buddies at the property local to us, we tried doing a kind of like an Ultra 4 style race during COVID because everybody was itching to get out there.
Yeah.
And then it would have been probably 2020, right?
Was it
2021?
Not Renegades.
No, but
What was it? There was 2 of them up there.
I know.
So what part of New York are you from?
Near Buffalo.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like not the bad part of New York.
No. We are the best. I mean, kind of the best part of New York. It's I think the best part is the Adirondacks. It's very wildernessy. Western New York, about as far from the city as you could get.
Perfect.
So it's great out there. But we've got woods and trees and real life people and cows and farms and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's man, that it's not Renegades. It's gonna drive me nuts.
I know. Was it Dirt Riot?
Dirt Riot.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what it
I was gonna
was.
say I have a hat
Yeah.
somewhere still.
Yeah. Yep. So we had a Dirt Riot
Yep.
race in Attica, New York, famous for the prison. If you've ever heard of Attica.
Oh.
Yep.
Got a lot of prisoners.
A lot of prisoners. Maximum security, state penitentiary. But
Shout out.
shout out to Attica, famous for the riot in the 70s. No, but then I guess kind of just cool dudes being
Yep.
cool dudes and hitting it off.
Because it was Angel, you, myself, Lamb Chop.
That's right. Yeah.
So you're one of PJ's friends that he's actually met in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because PJ met an internet friend today that he's
Yep.
never met in real life,
So-
and he freaked the fuck out of him.
So I was just shooting pictures, and like when people like say like, "Oh, you're Phil Casper, Phil Casper Photography," I'm like, "Oh man, that makes, I don't know if I like that, but yes, I am." But like I've been shooting hammers for 9 years,
Yep.
Okay.
and this is my 9th year out, and it feels weird for people to like recognize my stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
pretty
a
awesome.
really strange feeling. Like I'm as Z-list of celebrity as it
Yeah.
is. I'm not.
But it is
It's nice to be
weird.
recognized.
Yeah,
It is weird getting recognized,
Yeah, it's very strange.
especially in somewhere so far from home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, did we go to
Kinda
high school?
get-
We didn't go to high school together
No.
because I'm in California.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit of imposter syndrome here and there, but
Angel gets it all the time.
Yep.
Well, when he come out to Hammers, people would stop him.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh, I got your sticker.
Yep.
I got Fat Angel on my laptop." Yeah.
So where did you get your start in automotive stuff? Like automotive photography is like a very specific vein.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's a crazy small world. Like once you're in it too, it's you see the same guys at races across the country. But I started, so I had of all vehicles. So I guess it all started. I had a Mini Cooper. I was tired of dealing with fixing it. It's I used to joke, it's built in England, but it was owned by BMW, so it's just German
Yeah.
enough to be very expensive to fix, and just British enough to be a
Damn
complete
fair.
pile of shit. So it was constantly having issues. So and I wanted something 4-wheel drive. So
okay.
I went and test drove a Ford Escape, and I really liked it. Just like it's like a normal person
Cute.
car.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cute. What year Escape?
Man, well, I didn't buy it, so I don't even remember. It was not the Focus looking one. It was
Yeah.
where it still looked the older
boxy.
style that was kind of boxy.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot,
Yep.
but then the dealership had a Jeep Patriot.
Oh hell
boy.
yeah.
And so
oh yeah,
yeah, so I bought,
remember that.
So I bought a Jeep Patriot, and I'm like, it's a real Jeep. And
Yep.
then you learn it was all-wheel drive, but it was, sideways engine, front-wheel
Yep.
drive, CVT.
Yep.
So I lifted it and put 31s on it and beat the frickin' brakes
IFS
off
too,
it.
right?
Yeah, IFS, and then like this weird
IFS IRS.
IRS. Oh yeah.
yeah.
No traffic.
I forgot
no,
about that.
No nothing. It's a Dodge Caliber
Yep.
lifted a little
Yep.
bit.
Yeah.
But
They're like, if you put a little bit of love into them, they're not completely horrible vehicles.
if I didn't drive it like a YJ, it probably would have been very nice for a normal person.
If you drive anything like a YJ, it'll fall apart.
Yeah. Also, too, they came out with a 6-speed automatic that was a million times better. What I ended up getting rid of the vehicle was because of the CVT just killed itself. But I drove that thing through water, and I used to go to all sorts of different off-roading events. And I was taking pictures of my Jeep, thinking that I was cool and doing off-roady kind of things. And then I started this thing called Off-Road Outlet, like it would have been like a 7-slot thing. I started selling decals and T-shirts and all this stuff. And I used to go to all these off-roading events, and people would be like, "Hey, let me know if I'll buy pictures of you if you got me wheeling out there." I was like, "Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. I can
People
make."
want this stuff.
Yeah, and then I had a guy had me take pictures. My first paying photo job ever was a guy, and I can't remember his name, but he had me take pictures of his girlfriend and his Jeep that he had a JKU.
How dressed was she?
Imagine whatever you're thinking is what is
And then
the
whatever I'm thinking, and then less.
There was AR-15s involved in a couple photos.
Oh, boy.
He had me take like a calendar shoot of his girlfriend in this orange JKU on air ride shocks. And so he would have this thing like all perched
Was
up.
it like a cool JKU, or is it was just like on a AccuAir?
It was an AccuAir.
Yeah.
But in 2015, it would have been cool.
Yeah, I mean, AccuAir in 2015 is cool.
Yeah. Now I'd be like,
It's still
Yeah.
there's an AccuAir Jeep parked outside.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're-
okay, AccuAir is still pretty cool.
well, and it's like, oh, wow, JKU on 35s. That is so unique.
Cookie
but
cutter.
but at the time, I remember I got paid $300, and that was my first paying photo job ever. And I was shooting at a a candy red chrome Nikon D3200.
You gave Cody that, didn't you? To shoot at one point?
So I gave it to Cody to shoot at,
So
and
I think
then
you did that at Roush.
yes, yeah, I did. And then I was like, man, this is awesome. So I got paid for that job and immediately went to Best Buy and bought another camera. I bought a Nikon D5300 because it had a flip-out screen for doing video.
Nice.
So I started doing like Casey Neistat style like vlogs and everything, and going to all these different off-roading events and like, hey, I'm here out with whoever riding
That's
in
literally
there.
what we're doing this week, and it's like it's painful to do.
Yeah.
But it's actually pretty fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's like the way I look at like vlog style is like you're documenting your memories.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, and that's so. Me and my buddies will send each other every now and then. Like we won't talk for 3 months at a time, and send a link of like a video that we did.
Yep.
And,
Years
like,
ago.
man, it was a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
you bring back all these memories and all these people that I met. Doing the off-road stuff, and I'm sure you guys too. You remember people buy their vehicles.
Yep.
And this
Or their Instagram handle.
We were talking to someone, like, I don't remember his name, but he drives like that. He's got like the Clayton long arm, and he's got KMC wheels, not Rocktrix. He's got KMC wheels.
Sure.
He's got the rugged light bar, and
Yep.
he's got an LS swap, but I cannot remember his name. I'm
Yeah.
like, his vehicle down to the detail.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
This one guy that I rode with, I remember he had a TJ, and it was Inca Gold, and it's a super rare color. And I was like, I've never seen a gold on a Jeep like this. Like, so I remember asking, I was like, is this thing like custom painted? It's like, nope, there's like 1,000 of them ever, and it was only like a 2004 or something like that. It was the last year, and I was like, so it's funny like that. But then, it keeps going on, and so I don't know if you're familiar with Torque Locker, Torque Masters Industries. They
Yep.
make the Aussie locker.
Yep. Yeah, I've got an Aussie in my chair. I got
So-
2 Aussies in my chair.
So they're based like a half hour from where I live,
Yep.
and they were at a off-roading event through kind of my buddy who I used to live with. Now I work for one of my best friends, Jeff Price.
Okay.
They knew him somehow, and we all kind of got hooked up. And they were like, "Hey, we like your pictures. We're going to race Ultra 4 out in Kentucky. If you want to come out, we'll throw you some cash and get some photos of us out there." And it's like, "Oh, that sounds awesome."
Yeah.
So they had a Razor, or a Maverick and an LJ that they raced at the time. And I remember going out to Dirty Turtle DTOR.
Yep.
And thinking I got bit by the bug. I knew from right then and there. I was like, I got to do motorsports.
Yeah.
And for the first couple of years,
Did you show them your AccuAir photo
they
shoot?
saw like, wow, man, you take pictures
Wow.
of women in Jeeps.
Take the woman out of it.
I
Let's
like
just
the
leave
American
Jeep.
flag draped over her. That's a very classy touch. But it's
I feel like I've seen 1,000 of those photo
dude,
shoots.
that was the cheesiest thing you could possibly think of, but it's so weird to think of like where you get your start
Yeah,
at it.
oh,
And
yeah.
then, I go out to D2R for the race, and it's, 1,000,000 degrees because it's Kentucky, and it would have been like August or something
Yeah,
like
and
that.
1,000%
Yeah.
humidity.
Yeah.
You're getting bit by all the mosquitoes.
Every mosquito in the state, and and you meet friends, and I met the guy who actually I'm shooting with this week, Casey Gilbert. Meet him out there, and then it grows and grows and grows and grows, and then I started doing. It's tough to make decent money doing that when
Yeah.
you first start,
Yep.
because you're just trying to make friends and like getting your name out there.
Yep.
So I started shooting weddings, and because it's the low hanging fruit, and you can make
Yep.
$1,500, $2,000 in a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where racing I would lose money sometimes, flying myself out to California or wherever. But, you do weddings, you build up all your gear, and you buy
Yep.
laptops and this and that. And then
by the time you're good at it, the equipment's aged out, and you need to buy new equipment.
just got a new laptop.
My laptop is 4 years old. We are not recording 4K right now because my laptop cannot process it.
Hell yeah. Yep, that's, you got to stay up with the times. But
Yep.
yeah, so that's kind of where I got my start, was taking pictures of my dumb little Jeep Patriot. And then I got hooked up with another guy, one of my buddies here. His name's Dustin. And
Dusty Drone?
No.
Okay, different Dustin.
His Instagram is IALS
Okay.
photography, whatever it is.
Something like that.
Yeah. But so he was shooting for a magazine, and I saw he was wearing a San Diego Padres hat, so I go over and harass him about baseball, and we started talking about that, and we become buddies. And he got a new job doing all the photo stuff for Customs and Border Patrol.
Oh shit. Okay.
So he's out in San Diego on helicopters and following these guys around and drug tunnels and stuff like that.
Their Instagram, they may be controversial right now, but
gnarly.
their Instagram edits go freaking hard as shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
So he does super cool stuff, but he used to shoot for AutoZone for their commercial work.
Okay.
So then he couldn't make it to, he got this new job, couldn't do the AutoZone stuff anymore. So he asked if I want it. So I went and I did a couple jobs for AutoZone, shooting their commercial.
Turned out really good.
Yeah, thank you. It's a really cool portfolio piece, and
Yeah, hell yeah.
it's and again, just by meeting people out here at Hammers
Yep.
and making friends, and just the doors that open, and just
and that's like whenever someone asks, like, "Hey, how can I get my start?" Literally, just go places.
Do it.
Go places and be in
do it.
It sounds
Put
so
yourself out there.
It sounds so dumb and cliche too,
Yeah.
because like when you're thinking about it, it's like, well, I don't know. It's like, man, I lost money, and it's hard. It's
Yeah.
and it's you to do this kind of line of work, and to legitimately make money. I don't know. There's guys that certainly do it. There's not a whole lot of people that I know that do.
No.
They are full-time photographer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, to
It's
do
hard.
full-time race photography, like I have a family. Like there's no way.
Unless
I
you're
could-
working for a magazine, an editing spot, like
Even then, too, just to be away from home.
Yeah.
But then
you know.
also, if you're doing that, like I know a lot of the guys that do photography also write articles.
Yep.
So you're
Yes.
not just
So-
a photographer. You're also writing, or you're behind the scenes doing something
Editor.
else.
And that's my, for 15 years I was a graphic designer.
Yep.
So it's kind of like within that field, and then now I'm a marketing director for one of my buddies' companies. And they do commercial electrical work, and then the owner of the company has a Ultra 4 race team.
Okay.
So
Yep.
my marketing duties include the race team as like one of my things that I'm in charge of. So it's like, all right, cool. Now Ultra 4 is like legitimately
your
a
job.
part of my life and my job. So and that's just the doors that keep opening, and you got to keep going and just working hard. And just a thing my dad told me before is that he works for Georgia Pacific Lumber.
Okay.
And he never went to college or anything, but he does well, and has a nice job. And I remember him telling me a story
Yeah,
that
us uneducated can do pretty well.
right. Well, I did go to college. You could probably tell, so I won't hold that against you guys. I got a degree
Whose
from
podcast are you on, pal?
yeah, off-road outlet.
Fuck.
did. But my dad, he's like, just work hard and be nice.
Yeah.
That's like, he's just a guy from Oakfield, New York, and he's in like, going to like these big corporate things for Georgia Pacific, and you're like, man, you don't feel like you belong there. Just be a good person, and people
Yep.
have people like to be
Yeah,
around you.
Find yourself apologizing for saying "sir." Say thank you too much.
Yeah.
And like just be places.
Yeah, and that's like when I was shooting weddings too. I first started out doing that second shooting for a guy, and he was like, "Listen, you don't have to be the best photographer on planet Earth. Be nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be like funny but not annoying, and then like the pictures will make themselves. Like if people feel
Yep.
comfortable around you, they're gonna have a good time, and then you just get in there and snipe
Yep.
and get those happy
Yeah.
memories. Those will be their favorite pictures, and that's
make it organic.
I try and live by that, because as long as you're just a nice, try and be as friendly person as possible, and like it's not easy all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I think
But-
so. My wife used to host weddings at like an upscale venue.
Sure.
And her biggest complaint about photographers is they didn't dress well.
Oh yeah. Oh, when I used to shoot weddings, I would wear a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. A suit, or if it's like a crazy summer wedding, like at least
At
like
least something nice.
khakis, and like I got a
Yeah.
nice pair of like Tacoma
Don't
cowboy
be
boots.
the worst dressed one at the event.
Yeah.
No, and that's
So I think that makes
You
it
just
that makes
stick
a
out
huge
like a
impact.
sore thumb.
when I would do the AutoZone stuff, because we would fly out to LA for the shoots, because in 2 minutes you could be at the beach, and then an hour you could be in the mountains. Like it's
Yeah.
LA is where all the stuff is.
Yeah.
I would have like the talent that we would work with, because we would hire through an agency or whatever. They would say like, "Where are you from?" Because you are not like any other photographer that they've ever worked with in LA. And it's because like I try and be like a normal person to them,
Yeah.
where a lot of like especially guys like that, like the LA scene of photographers. They're wearing black skinny jeans, and they got the man bun and all this and that. Like, I'm a dude in like a dusty Yankees hat, and like just being nice to people, and it's crazy to hear when people say, that they recognize
They're
that.
not
It
used
feels
to raw personality.
and it feels nice. I love it.
Yeah.
It's I try and live like that. So.
Raw polite personality, because you get raw personalities, but there's like asshole people.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we experienced that after we finished up dinner. We were walking away from our campsite dinner, and one of the guys we hung out with today in Johnson Valley was like, as we were walking by, we could hear
like he's
those
like,
guys are a riot.
We were far enough away where he thought he couldn't hear us. He's like, those guys are a fucking riot.
Isn't that the best when you get like
PJ? I'm like,
we're doing
it.
Yep.
Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
We're fucking normal guys.
Just dudes being bros.
Just dudes being bros. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So that's pretty much.
So what have you graduated into? So you had the Patriot.
Yeah. So I had then after the Patriot died, I bought a 2012 4-cylinder 5-speed 4-wheel drive Tacoma. So extended cab,
brother,
6-foot bed. It's I love that truck so much, and
so much better than any Jeep, right?
It's
for easy.
I own both of them, and I daily drive my Toyota.
So
it's okay. I wanted a 4Runner first.
Other than
you're gonna end up buying a 4Runner, and you're gonna be like, fuck.
I'm trying to convince the wife to get a 4Runner.
So currently, I have a 2014 4Runner. So we had, my wife, she got pregnant, and then we realized an extended cab Tacoma is not the best family vehicle. So, and I was like, I got to stick with a Toyota, and a 4Runner's based on a Toyota frame. So I bought my Tacoma with 60,000 miles on it, and I drove it for like 8 years, and I sold it to my dad with 260 on it, and he's driving it, and so growing up, he had a 91 Toyota pickup, and that's like some of my first memories are riding in this gray single cab Toyota truck, and with the locking hubs, and BF Goodrich tires, and so I finally get old enough, like I'm getting my own Toyota pickup, so BFG's on there, and then now the 4Runner, since I put 200,000 miles and wheeled that Tacoma all over the place, the 4Runner's basically the same, and I love that too. So I'm a big Toyota guy. So
I recently just had a kid, 9 months
Congratulations.
old.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yep.
And the wife, we've got a 2-door, and we have a Crosstrek.
Okay.
She's like, neither of these are big enough for a family. We can't have the dogs in either. So we started Facebook Marketplace shopping. She's like, what do you think about a GX470? And I'm like, what?
Ooh.
What do you mean? What do I think about a GX470?
So I've been looking at I love my 4Runner, but I'm looking up for GX570s. I want a V8 one.
The 550 or the 460.
Whatever the V8 one is of the like 2009 era.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's I'm on the hunt.
2003, 2009.
Okay.
Was the 470.
Okay.
2009 to 23 was the 460.
Okay, because I know they make a 4-liter, and then they make a V8 one.
They're all V8s. All GXs are V8s.
Or is it GX the 4Runner base one?
Yeah.
And the LX is the Sequoia or the Land Cruiser?
The Land Cruiser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that the LXs, from what I've seen, are cheaper than Land Cruisers.
Yeah.
But
so the thing that I found is nobody wants old luxury. Nobody. If you find something old luxury, nobody wants it.
Man,
everyone. If you're buying luxury, they want new luxury.
That's true.
Yeah.
I would like some old luxury. I
want
some leather and heated seats.
My 04 or 05 GX470 is the nicest vehicle I've ever owned.
So
it was a one-owner old Korean lady. She garage kept it,
and
it was maintained by the dealership.
So that's my wife. She is not a fancy person in the least. So she had a Ford Ranger with 300,000 miles on it.
Ranger.
Yeah, Ford Ranger.
It's probably racing out. It was probably racing out here the other day.
Out here right now,
dude. The amount of for the unlimited race, the amount of Ford Ranger bodies.
Yeah.
Because they're not Rangers anymore, but just
Still.
the cab was the Ranger.
Yep.
Like,
It was a Ranger at some point.
That started as like a shitbox Ranger.
It started as like probably somebody's first truck.
Yep.
Farm
truck.
Yeah, farm truck, work truck.
Yep.
So she had this white XL Ford Ranger 4x4 with a 4-liter, 300,000 miles, maintained great. So again, it was a extended cab, but it didn't have seats in the back. So it was like a base model.
Yeah.
The baby comes along. So I got her to switch over to Toyota now. So she's got this beautiful 2004 TRD off-road Tacoma double cab in this perfect forest green. So I took the forest green with the tan interior.
Yeah.
So
The tan interior had to grow on me because I've always been a dark interior guy.
I like it.
But now I like the tan interior.
So I took the factory wheels off my 4Runner, and because it's the same 6 on whatever.
Put Rocktrix on there?
Well, it's I have a different pair of black wheels on my 4Runner.
You can say what's pair of
I have
Rocktrix.
Visions on the on the 4Runner, but I put my factory 4Runner wheels on her Tacoma, and I did Bilstein 5100s on.
Yep.
It is the coolest mom truck there is.
Oh yeah. When we've a set of Rocktrix bronze wheels. It's got 2.5 inches of lift.
What color truck?
It's the dark blue.
Oh, dark blue with bronze. That's a good look.
Yeah, everyone gives me shit because like only Subaru can
Dude,
do that.
WRX.
Yeah, only Subaru
blow
can
me.
do that.
That's
He's got street tires on it right now.
Oh, what do you got? Kumo Road Ventures on there or something?
So when I bought
Goodyear
it,
Wrangler SRAs?
It's got street tires on it. When I bought it, the guy had legitimately just put a set of fucking I can't remember what they are.
Hercules?
They're not Hercules. They're like the big name. Well, like one of the nice expensive name brands. They're like Continentals or something.
Oh, like a Michelin or something like that?
They're Michelins.
Okay.
So he had just put she had just put a brand new set of Michelins on
like
there.
road tires,
Like
though?
road tires.
And you feel
And I'm
stupid
like-
for like burning through a $300 set, $300 a wheel.
A wheel tire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's gonna look stupid. It's got 2.5 inches of lift. It's got aftermarket wheels.
School
It's
bus tires?
I literally got in a wreck a few weeks ago. It wasn't my fault. It's getting a steel front bumper with Michelin's. But
So you look
what
like
am
the-
I gonna do? Throw away $1,500 worth of tires?
I'm
gonna
not
ro-
the right guy about that. I love
I know.
tires. I'm also.
Oh, I am too.
So-
I'm a big Falcon guy.
So on my Tacoma, so I had Cooper Discover AT3s on my Jeep.
Yep.
They're great in the snow, so I put those on the Tacoma. It's like, I put a lot of miles on it, so I switched to a Yokohama Geolander. It's a little less aggressive, but still an AT tire. Then I started off-roading more. I was like, well, I need a real off-road tire.
Yeah.
So then I went to Nitto Terragraps, and then those were not good in the snow or the rain.
Are you one of the guys that will change tires without wearing out the tread life?
I'll go basically 2 years,
Okay.
and then by the time when they start getting crappy in the winter, then I get rid of it. So they'll get down to like 30% tread, and then I sell them on Marketplace for like
Half price.
$40.
Yeah.
You know, that I hate it,
Something.
but at least just get them out of my yard.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I had Terragraps, and I didn't like them in the snow or the rain, and then I had Mud Graps, and those were also not good in the snow. And then
Surprise.
yeah, and then I switched to KO2s, and they're the
KO2s are the cream. Like,
and then
I had KO2s on my CJ. I put KO2s on my 04 Silverado. I put, and then I went to Falcons because that's when that's when Tom started selling Falcon. Yeah, the Wild Peak AT3Ws.
Yep, those are great tires too.
I have
I'm
RTs on my
going,
truck, and they're
the-
fucking
The
amazing.
GX is gonna get Rubitrex, so it's a little bit more of a street tire.
Yep.
I'm a sucker for white letter too, so that's why.
I'm not.
Oh man, Toyotas
I
with
think-
white letter
I think-
tires.
For like an older vehicle, I guess 20 years old is old, but like it's got to be 90s for me to have white letters.
Yeah, no, I've got an old '87 Dodge truck, and that's got so it was the Goodyear Wrangler radial. It's like, so it would have been like my first XJ tire.
Yep.
They sold them at Walmart for like $70 a tire,
Yep.
$235, $75, $15.
See, those tires also work if you do white wall.
Yeah,
Like, that's-
they're white
that's when it
outline.
was good.
Yeah. And like, so they're on my Dodge truck because I wanted kind of like a period looking tire, because we have the race team that I do marketing stuff for. We have a Mickey Thompson sponsorship deal.
Nice.
Like, now, it's a classic tire,
Yep.
but I'm looking for, it's like, man, I want a tire for my truck, but I want it to look old school. But they've got those Baja belted that came out again, so we'll see. Probably end up with Mickey's on it at some point. So
You guys just do some white wall.
Yeah.
some white outline, white
But
letter.
I mean, they do have the tire paint pens, which
I've seen
which are
those.
pretty
Yep.
popular. I think that's more popular in like the tuner world.
and then you get the or you could get the vulcanized kind of decal
Yeah.
that you could put on it. But
Yeah, like the tread patch. What's it called? Tread glue.
yeah,
Kind of.
Yeah.
whatever it
I
is.
just fucked up that name. The name of that company.
People will figure. Google it. Give it a
Yeah.
Google.
Pugilet.
Yep. But yeah. So big into Toyotas. Big into going around and taking pictures of stuff. So yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. So what else? No,
I don't know. I literally just blanked.
No, it's So who are you guys? I'm going to interview you.
Do it.
Who are you guys specifically shooting for? Are you is it just
We're not shooting. We're here just as a podcast.
Just podcast
So
video.
we have some partners we're here with. Rocktrix Wheels is one of our partners.
Very nice.
We're just here bringing awareness. We're trying to figure out, like, really why people are here. Like, what public land means to you.
Dude,
why it's important to you.
The public land. I mean, so being from East Coast, all of us.
Yeah.
There's nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Like this.
No.
You have to like either drive to Pennsylvania for, on private on the coal
How much
roads.
does that cost to go wheel on the coal roads in Pennsylvania?
Well, that's the other thing.
$75
Cross Creek
a day.
is
Yeah,
$100 a year.
Plus having a vehicle, like one, you better have a vehicle on a trailer.
Yep.
Because God help you if you break it, then
Yep.
you can't drive home.
Yeah.
We're like out here, you can get yourself into as much trouble as you want to, or just cruise around and camp.
Yeah.
There's nothing BLM land. It's got to be one of the coolest parts of the United States.
Yeah.
At this scale, too. Like,
I was talking to some of the guys in the pits. Like, you could come out here every weekend for a year and camp in a different spot and still have a good time.
And pay no money.
And pay, well, other than your taxes that you already pay.
Yeah.
yep, gas money, food.
Yeah, more the
that's it.
taxes theft.
But yeah, 70. You go out to Roush or AOAA or Reading or any of those.
Cove, yeah.
Yeah, it's
anywhere.
nuts. In New York, forget you. We're driving 6 hours, 5
I was
hours,
gonna say,
whatever it
does
is.
New York have any wheeling?
I think Upstate has.
We've got ATV parks.
I was gonna say it's mostly ATV. Up
Yeah,
there, right?
there's a couple smaller ones.
Yeah.
There's one called Wrangler Ave, but I don't even know if that's open anymore. There's not a whole lot going on in Upstate. There was one Twin Teepee that was kind of like near the Adirondacks.
Okay.
But other than that, there's not a whole, especially nothing even remotely close to this kind of scale. And like you just have to like know a farmer or something like that, and then just like have acreage, but
or find power lines and knowingly break the law.
oh man, in New York, they'll hang you.
That's how I started. Is riding power lines with my dad as a kid.
Well, that's I got a Polaris Sportsman, and so when my wife, when we were dating at the time, the house where I lived in my buddy's basement, and then her apartment in like the village, there was an old railroad bed, and the tracks have been taken up, but we could rip back and forth to each other's house on that. So I would take the wheeler, go down the old tracks, and it's technically private land and probably technically trespassing, but everybody around there does it.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, just watch out for DEC or fish and game. And, just don't drive like an idiot, wear a helmet, and then
Just don't be a dick.
And that's 100% it. Don't be a jackass. Be nice. Back to it. Be
Pick up
nice.
your
Back to
trash.
nice.
Yeah, pick up your
your
trash,
trash.
Chocolate Thunder.
PJ was did you see the loose and lost stuff and like Fred and Dave all out there this morning? Just trash.
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
We're going out
Picking up
Wednesday
trash all day
to
today.
go pick up.
to go pick up trash.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
texting the Bad Lines guys. Bad Lines Good Times.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, hey, we want to join you out there. He's like, come on out. I'm like, can I sit in the bed of your truck? Because we can't actually get out there.
Yeah.
Well, that's that's what they need out here too. Is like, thankfully too, this is my 9th year out, and they've really been cracking down on the fireworks, and that's been the greatest thing for just like sleeping in Hammertown. So usually I get an Airbnb with the guys. Like when Angel would come out with me, we'd split an Airbnb, and that's nice because you get a real bed, a real shower, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you lose out on like this whole aspect of hammers, and like for a photo guy, the hanging out. The
And that's the networking is how you book more jobs.
It's what, 7:30, and there's not really anybody in here.
Yeah. No, but that's 100% it. If I wasn't in here, so like for my AutoZone work, if I wasn't in here and saw a guy wearing a baseball hat and then went and just kind of talked to him, I would have never gotten like that door open for me.
Yep.
Or I would have never met Angel if I was just staying off of the lake bed. And so now I'm in Hammertown with a race team, and it's nice to have like that kind of good time. Yeah, community. And that's
Do you have any desire to race?
It's fun going fast. I think I would like to co-dog.
Yeah.
Like that. I think that would be cool. But I love taking pictures. You get to taking pictures of guys when they're at their highest and at their lowest, and like all the stuff like that. It's important. I think the journalistic aspect of it.
Capture moments in real time.
I don't think I have, also too, selfishly, I like making money coming out here.
Yeah.
And I think racing is a great way to hemorrhage money.
Yeah.
So,
Unless it's T1 trucks, apparently.
Yeah.
So those guys, that's a different, it's like Formula One when like they pay you to race.
Yep.
That's a different level.
Yeah.
And T1 and, like the trophy for Baja and everything, like that's a different tier of racing. You know,
Yeah.
like if Coors Light has their logo on your car, you're making money.
You're doing all right.
Uh-huh.
You've got a budget to spend on photography at that point.
I made the joke to someone because we saw the Coors Light truck. Yeah, we're sponsoring that truck this weekend. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, 12 ounces at a time. What the fuck do you think I meant?
the latte truck.
Yeah.
Is that the Modelo?
Yeah, no Modelos were free with dinner tonight.
Yep.
Oh, very nice. Usually when I'm out here, I get Pacificos or a Tecate. You know. Yeah,
Literally my favorite sound.
So, if you guys are in Hammertown, when's this go live?
A few weeks.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, next time you guys come out to Hammertown, La Bufadora food truck. Now it's a Connex box out there. It is the greatest fish tacos I think I've ever had. It's incredible.
What was the place we went to this morning? It's the plywood taco.
Cowboy
taco or something.
That's good too.
That was a giant burrito. It was so good.
You know, they're 20-something bucks, but you feel like you're actually getting something for that kind of thing. And they're like, okay, I'm good to.
You're good till fucking noon.
We didn't eat until dinner tonight.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I didn't. Did you make a sandwich when you got back?
No, I grabbed a taco from breakfast this morning.
Okay.
When we got back from walking around.
Yeah. And you guys are putting miles on your feet too, so you're good.
Yeah. Well, and today,
they were.
today was a completely unknown too because, like I said, did I tell you our buddy had the UTV that broke?
Was that the one where you had to run from when we were all the way down there?
No, different one.
They needed me for the
so
video.
we were supposed to be on course today for qualifying.
Okay.
Our buddy's trailer to UTV, just like a sportsman style UTV.
Sure. Yeah.
A 6-seater
Ranger or whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
From West Virginia.
Okay.
They drove around all day yesterday with the e-brake on and roasted a caliper. So
Nice.
we couldn't get on the lake bed today, so we just kind of like wandered around.
Yeah.
We made our way back to camp, and we ended up in tube chassis buggies on the hammer trails today.
Nice.
That was kind of
See, that's a cool part about doing like the media stuff too. Is like, hey, hop in.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of fun.
Well, it's also just being good people,
Yep.
be good people, and being around good people.
Yeah.
Because like,
And I think too, a lot of the racers too, they're salt of the earth.
Yeah.
They're-
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's cool is like, so when I got started doing this stuff, is that the East Coast guys hang out together.
tight.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and that's like, you know,
They all
I
have their little groups.
we are camped with all West Coasters though.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nobody from the East Coast. So I don't know. I assume the photo boy group is pretty tight. Like if you see another photographer, it's like a brotherhood.
Yeah, more or less. Like I'm buddies with the guy who does Paul Wolf's stuff, Dylan Patton. Great dude. You know, and it's cool to like, you know, especially once you get to a certain level. Like, all right, you know, these are when you're. It's weird because there's like a level of competition, but we're all still friends.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever saw there's the movie A24 did Civil War, or is that what it's called? It just came out recently, and it was like
the one set of like post apocalyptic, but the
it's like there's a civil war in the country. They go,
Yeah.
Oh
It's,
yeah, like a modern
Diaz,
Civil War.
Yeah, it just came out not too long ago.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Either
yeah.
way, it's who the heck is the woman in it? Regardless,
Oh, I'm American. What type of American?
that movie,
Yeah,
yes.
yep.
So that one. So in the very beginning,
Drop in the comments whatever movie.
Yeah,
that is,
whatever
'cause
movie.
we don't know.
Well, it's Civil War is the name of the movie.
Oh, shit,
But I don't
okay.
know the actress. Regardless,
Was she posing naked
Side
on a
quest.
Jeep?
There she was not. But so there's an opening scene in that movie. So I took photos in Rochester, New York during the George Floyd riots,
Okay.
and you know, flipped over burning police cars and pepper spray and this and that. Like it riot.
Yep.
And that movie was the closest that feeling for me that I've ever seen like portrayed as
Yep.
like that's 100% like how that feels to be taking pictures at a riot.
Yeah, because
And-
they're following a media team technically
Yes, and
in
that's,
the movie. Yeah.
that's what the movie is. And then afterwards, they're in a hotel with all the other media people, and it's like this weird competition, but everybody's friends, and like that's that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yep.
And it's like everybody knows each other, everybody's friends about it, but like I'm getting my picture out to them first.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, so it's
Wouldn't call it a power dynamic, but
no, it's not. It's
there's a level of competitive.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
to
like
it.
it's like it's a friendly competitive because
Yeah.
like I'm gonna beat you. You get like
Yeah, and they're like, you know, and
but
then
like
too-
but like we're friends in the end. It,
Yep.
Is we're racing on the track, but we're
Yep.
we're friends in the pits.
And yes, and that's like, and then too, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and there's plenty of work to go around for everybody, and that's like, and then now too, like once you kind of get your your teams that like, okay, I know that these guys usually hook me up, these guys, whatever, and then like, you know what, I'm not going to go chasing after these people because like some of these smaller teams are easier for new guys to come into, and like, it's not really worth my time to do that and let
let it happen organically.
Exactly.
Like you just run into them and they're like, oh, you do photography?
Yeah.
You want to do stuff with us? Sure.
I do a lot of times too, especially out here, say I'm shooting for a team, I'll reach out and I'll say like, hey, does anybody have pictures of car?
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
You post about that all the time.
Oh yeah. It's like, hey, I need pictures of this. And then say, all right, here, talk to this driver, and then they'll buy from you. So it's, funneling work to each other while still competing with each other. It's a really kind of, it's a unique dynamic that outside of this job is pretty, other than being like a car salesman or something like that, But yeah.
Yeah, we get the same thing. So that's how we ended up camping with West Coasters because of the podcast. So I'm sure you know the Wheel and Wine and Whiskey guys, Jason and Chris.
Yeah.
So I reached out to them. We've been, since we started the podcast, it's a super cool community. I asked for help. They asked, like, we just trade information.
Sure.
And I reached out a few months ago. I'm like, hey, we're thinking about coming to Hammers.
Yeah.
The first thing he said is, don't worry about camping. You're camping with us.
Hell yeah.
So
you're staying with us.
Yeah. Our camp has 75 people in a community dinner. There's more seats in tube chassis buggies than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended up there. It's
very
just
cool.
By not being an asshole.
There you go.
That's how we ended up wheeling in Johnson Valley all day.
Yeah.
And too, especially being East Coast guys and like showing your friends, like, can you imagine trying to explain to somebody what it's like waking up? So what time did you guys get here at night?
We got here after dark. It was like 7 o'clock on Saturday.
So this is your first time out here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that feeling when you walk out of the RV and you see the mountains and the sunrise for the first time.
Oh,
you're
it's
like,
not even that. The feeling of driving down Boone Road while there's fireworks going off, there's fucking
In an
trophy trucks
RV,
running
and you
around.
see the buggy whips and the LEDs and everything. But I'll never forget that first because I always come here and it's late by the time you get in after flying, and that first time walking out of the RV and looking like it's as far as you can see. Yeah, and like I remember too being stuck on like East Coast time, waking up at like 3:30 in the morning because your body's still.
We're up at 6 every morning.
Yeah, so that's you're used to being up at 6, but then it's 3 a.m. here is still technically 6 at home.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the Jeep and I'm just going to go out to the desert and watch the sunrise and go kind of like play and wheel around before I actually have to start working.
Do you drive out?
No, I've always flown and then gotten a rental from. So I initially started flying out to Vegas, but then the rental options in LA were cheaper and better options for vehicles.
I believe that.
So I fly into LA, and then it's it's always cool to go to Malibu or Santa Monica or just hang out and do things that you don't get to do as a somebody that lives in New York.
Yeah.
So I drive to LA, and I remember that like the first time driving through the desert and like, my God, you could just see forever, and these mountains are so big, and
there's more over there.
There's more over there.
Yeah, and there's more past it. Yeah. So I don't know where that tangent was going, but how like you guys with the seats and open buggies and like experiencing circling back to BLM land.
Yeah.
Like how unbelievable it is and how fortunate you are, like, one, to be able to do something fun and cool, and to be able to do it in a very awesome area with awesome people. It's a great weekend.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
somebody said this was like the biggest it's been too.
Yeah,
because we were up by the Bronco Arch looking over it when the dust started to clear, and it was like, oh my God.
Wait until Saturday when like the big race. So right now this is pretty tame because it's Monday.
Yeah, everyone's back at work.
Back at work.
So that was the crazy thing to me too, is like people come, they park their RVs, they party for the weekend, they drive back home, they leave their RVs on the lake bed.
Yeah.
And then they show up on like
which is wild
Thursday for the races.
Yes.
I would not leave my shit here.
Yeah, well,
and you lock it down tight. I think it was a little bit crazy. We saw who got their stuff stolen?
PCI.
I
saw that. Yeah.
Then,
I think.
Oh, PRP.
I was gonna say PRP too, which is like.
But like that was before the T1 truck stuff started.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So which like it still doesn't.
It was
not a
before we
good
got
look.
here too.
No.
But like once the community shows up,
and
you see someone doing something sketchy. Hey, dude, the fuck are you doing?
Right, and that's like, so the fireworks, like fire hazard, and then just like not being an asshole. Like, what are you doing? Who is it benefiting to blow off a firework at 4 a.m.?
Somebody was talking about
Not your fingers.
somebody brought their baby to fucking back door at some point.
Just that's the other thing too, is like I was thinking, it's like, man, maybe someday I'll bring my wife out here so it can make it like, so I don't have to be away from home for a week and a half and whatever.
If it's a weekend like this, though, we could do it.
Right, and that's the other thing. So like, say you lived 4 hours away from here. No big deal. Set them up in a camper, away you go. But like this is, I think we've got a 1.5 year old. This would be a lot.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And then
there's a 7-month-old in our camp.
Overstimulated.
Yeah, right. Just the dust and all that stuff, and you know that's you know it would be a lot for that. But like on a weekend where there isn't hammers going on, to be able to just like come out and camp with your family. So you know, have you been out to the sand dune?
Yep.
Yeah, we ripped up the sand dune today.
So when on your way up there, off to like to the right, there's some like big ass rocks, and like it'd be cool to set up, you know, your fire and your campsite around there, and you have like a little kind of like secret area.
You have an RC car?
I have, not with me, but yes, I do. Yeah.
I should have brought mine,
that's
but
one thing
I didn't need to.
That I brought. I brought my 10 scale, and Tom brought his 24 scale.
So I have one of the cheapo, the WPL 24. It's like a white Toyota one, and like because I'm not quite ready to jump into the axial or the
Get a Capra.
SCX,
because I've seen all those, and then once you get into like the real brands or like the real scale, then you see the 3D printed bodies. I saw one of a
you see the Vanquish here, you're like, holy shit, those are fucking
So I
nice
saw,
cars.
There's one I saw on Instagram of a 4Runner decked out just like mine with like the Sherpa roof rack. Oh man, I might
you know, have a Lexus.
Yeah, I bought the GX.
Did you?
They had the GX 470, and I'm like, I just bought a GX 470, so I can buy an RC one too.
There you go. See,
and I'm like, I need to paint the body, I need to get the right wheels.
And I don't know if it's just dudes being just so financially
Just dudes being
irresponsible.
dudes.
Yeah, and that's like I've got too many hobbies as it is, you know, between like music stuff and like my photo things, and then now dumb little toy trucks, and it's, you know,
I'm doing mine very slowly, and whatever breaks, that's what I'm gonna replace. That's
but it's pretty like I've got an LMT monster truck.
Okay.
Like the low C monster truck. You can not even pay attention to break it. But I've dropped my 24 and my 10 scale from 8 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know how you break them.
Well, and that's what's cool though is like, so that the cheapo one that I have, the WPL, is like, you know, the drive shaft and like the links and everything. It's all like cheapo plastic.
Yeah.
But they sell the little metal parts. So I broke the yoke on my drive shaft, and so there I am. I got the truck, and I'm putting like the new yoke and the
get some brass hubs, some brass wheels.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, man, I should be fixing I got a real like project truck in the barn that I should be working
like me
on.
And Freddie, they just did they did a SEX 24 scale cheap truck challenge where they started with a bare bones 24 scale,
Then you have
and they just scale it up.
That's
and
cool.
Like,
but like the level
I got a real Jeep to build.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The level of 80, like they're like, one of the guys has like corner scales.
Yeah.
So he can
sent a
like
screenshot of the
I've
scale.
seen that too, where they'll like mess with like the suspension and like, you know, have like different rebound rates. And then
my
absolute
my
nerds
10
about it.
you can adjust the coilovers so that the springs have different preloads.
They're talking about like pen springs, using those
like brass wheel weights on to like make the, you know, like load the tires more or less, so that way you know, it's heavier down here. And then,
I have a brass
that's
diff
one
cover
thing
on the front of my 10 scale, just to weigh down the front.
Yeah.
That's one thing that blew my mind today. Was there water in the tires of your buggy?
I don't know.
Frickin' Jason, 300 pounds per tire on the front of water.
In a real buggy?
In a real buggy.
See,
I'm like, that's just back to wheel weights and like different things. I'm like, people are doing that on RC scale, but like
in real life. So
in real life, there's 300 pounds on each corner of the front.
I have a tractor, like a Kubota tractor at home, and for like wintertime, or even for like any sort of farming or whatever, loading your tires with whether it's like calcium or some sort of thing. A lot of guys do windshield washer fluid.
Yeah.
And
freeze.
So I got to do that to my tractor. It's it makes a huge difference having that kind of inertial or like the weight down low like that. So yeah, no, that's another.
That's a game I need to play. Is I've got 3 acres, and I want to get a like a Royal King tractor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just something with a bucket so I can move some dirt around.
Dude, like
and a belly mower.
For 3 acres, like a Kubota BX would do just fine. Mine's a B3350, so it's like similar size to an L. You know, it does. We have 5 acres. It works out perfectly. I got the loader, and I got a big snowblower for it and all that. So that's.
It's gonna be I'm so excited to go, and it's gonna be a dangerous game. I'm like, look at all the
the
toys I can buy for it.
I think.
I can get heat and AC in a cab.
Dude, my tractor I think is my favorite thing I've ever spent money on in my life.
Like I want a skid steer, but I think a tractor will blow a skid steer out of the water.
So, I would say a skid steer is more useful for a lot of stuff.
Yep.
They are much more expensive too. You could buy a Kubota for $10,000. You know, you're buying a hammered pile of shit for a skid steer for $10,000.
Yeah.
You know, something with 9 million hours on it. But But yeah, just guys buying dumb stuff. And
Just
like I
guys
said,
being
Gotta have
boys.
toys.
yeah. But that's I still have my first truck I bought when I was 16. And
Hell
at 87 Dodge Dakota.
Is that your project truck that you said was in the barn?
Yeah, and it's like it runs and drives, and but
That's the one you've taken pictures of before, right?
yeah, it's red and white. It's old school, like farm truck looking. But I put a new motor in it. It had a 6-cylinder in it before. I put a 318 in, and then put an AX15 5-speed in it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So it's because I had this goofy 3-speed automatic, and
3 on the tree?
it was an automatic.
Okay.
But column shift, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was blew out second gear, so I had first and third. So you got to rip up to like 45 in first gear, and had 294 rear end. So very tall.
Highway gear.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
It was you weren't going anywhere fast.
Ugh.
And so I put the 5-speed in, and that really woke it up because it's got a 4-barrel on it and all this and that, and it'll get 18 miles to the gallon just cruising around like normally.
Yeah.
So it's not like crazy horsepower or anything like that,
Yeah.
but it's enough to have a good time and it sounds good. So
You're doing the same thing I'm doing to my LJ.
that's
My buddy's doing a Hemi swap in his LJ, so he sold me his 4.0 with a 6-speed for my Jeep because my 4.0 and the 42 RLE 6-speed automatic just shit the bed. Did a full swap, so not 6-speed with a brand new motor.
So did you mount the clutch pedal and do all that? That was the hardest part. I'd rather put in a new motor than mount a clutch. Trying to figure out how to mount a clutch
BJ
pedal
had the
again.
hookup though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a whole
my
pedal
buddy
box?
works for Mopar. Like he's at a dealership, so he has everything stockpiled for the Hemi swap. Plus, there's the same exact Jeep, and they build them exactly the same for everything, so
Yeah.
it just bolts up.
So my buddy that I work for, and he's got his Ultra 4 car. He's itching to get me to do solid axle swap that truck. But I was talking to my wife that for our property, I want to get like a YJ or a CJ.
Yep.
Just something to tool around with and do farm truck stuff. Move trees around or whatever.
I can build you one.
Well,
I love my Jeep for taking on trees.
Yeah.
Hook up the winch like 20 feet in the tree.
That's
Yep.
You just run a saw and the tree falls right
where you want. I want something just simple, like a YJ on TSL, like 31s.
Yep.
Just leave it in 4-wheel drive, weld the diffs.
Yep.
Just let it be basically a tractor.
Give it that
Yeah.
Miller locker.
Yep. And then the Lincoln locker.
Lincoln locker.
So we were watching Ace Ventura the other day, and my wife usually does not love my my dumb purchases of things. Like I bought a very expensive guitar not
I don't
too
think
long
any
ago.
wives like the
Yeah,
dumb
no.
purchase of things.
But honestly, we do need to be checked from time to time.
Oh,
Sometimes.
absolutely.
Sometimes.
I love you, honey.
Yeah, I'm not sorry for buying my guitar, but it's you got to do it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, but I make money playing music
Yep.
every now and then. But the
Nice.
so we were watching Ace Ventura 2. So the When Nature Calls one.
Yep.
So I don't when he's coming out of the Rhino. Out of the back, there's the Safari that comes
Yeah.
up, and it's like this family and kids, and they're in these YJs, and they're zebra stripe painted.
Yep.
She goes like, "Oh, if we get a Jeep, you got to paint it like that." I'm like,
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, I will go find a Jeep on Marketplace tonight.
Change it, not if, when.
Yeah.
Not if, when.
Yeah.
Where do we
Somebody
get
in
the Jeep?
Leesburg had one of those for the
I've-
longest time.
Is that-
Did you ever see that one? Somebody in Leesburg had a zebra painted YJ for the longest time. Ripping.
On the 3-wheeler.
Brother.
Brother.
That's tomorrow. Are you going to be there?
Is that when it is?
I think so.
All right, I'll probably go out.
Yeah.
Are you guys live podcast doing a live pod from the Ultra 3?
Oh, shit. Is that tomorrow? Oh, we
Tuesday?
don't have anything scheduled tomorrow night.
When are we doing the Poison Spider one?
3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Yep. So tomorrow.
Yeah, not tomorrow night, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ultra 3 is like at night.
After dinner.
Yeah.
That's like after dinner though too. If you're not like going out and drinking and stuff, and if you're not like pitting, there's not like a ton
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
But a lot of, especially before the races.
After
like,
dinner, I'm going home and we're editing.
But-
I'm sitting on my computer. PJ's sitting on his computer.
you sit there, and
Yeah.
you drink a beer and you go through all the stuff that you did.
Then by the
cutting-
time you're finally done exporting or finished your edit, you're like, I'm asleep now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got a new MacBook and that
Actually,
thing.
I probably should have used the internet here to upload the blog.
Yeah. Even still
So I
here,
didn't have to do it.
it's not like it's a crazy fast.
We have a Starlink.
Oh, do you? Nice. Yeah, those are good enough for out here. But, yeah, Ultra 3 seems. Where were we going? The YJ.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Zebra YJ.
yeah, Zebra YJ, and it's like either that or like the Jurassic Park style.
Yep.
And Jeep must have been pushing hard back in the '90s for
Oh, yeah.
marketing. But then I was looking at too the Explorer.
Was
from-
it they were was it Greg that was telling you the story of the YJ?
Which
Greg
one?
Henderson, when you guys were up in Detroit, Go back and listen to that episode because I think Greg Henderson was telling you the story about why the YJ is what it is.
And because they pushed it in movies and stuff, or
Can't
is it like
remember.
Just the way the way they tried to explain the changes versus CJ and how it was so unpopular. So that's you. Yeah,
I think it was a joke on Greg's side, but a lot of people.
It didn't seem like a joke. No, that seemed like.
I think it was more so the square headlights. That's what I'm thinking of.
But so I think that because of all the pushback, you're right. Jeep pushed it. In all these movies and all these productions.
And especially Jurassic Park, like for guys our age, that was a core
staple.
Stand up looking over the roof of the Jeep, and
that's a big pile of shit.
Then I was
the Jeep or the dinosaur shit.
Yes.
The Explorers in Jurassic Park are pretty sick too. They're like the purpley green looking one.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and then some of them had. So I watched it not too long ago. They had like these these Land Rover looking Safari high rise kind of things with the like windows that would curl over, and they must have been custom made for the movie or whatever.
That was probably one of the cooler
Safari
things
tops,
for the Explorers. The bubble roof.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yep.
So what does your time at Hammers look like? When do you get out? How early are you out here?
So I fly in. I would love to do. I really want to shoot the Bug, the Class 11 race, but by the time I can't be gone for a week and a half. So I fly in. So this one I fly in on Saturday, and then do kind of just like LA things. I went to Sammy's Camera, which is a pretty a famous camera store in LA.
You show me pictures of that. I kind of want to go to that.
It's
we're going
super
back
cool.
to the airport.
It's like so they have like different floors. They have like a audio, so like podcasting specific stuff, and then they have like lighting, and then they have video, and like they've got 4 different.
Is it a store or museum?
It's a store.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You could spend some
There's
money.
nothing like that in Virginia.
No.
You can spend some money.
Yep.
It's like
you're telling me it's nothing like Melody Music isn't like that?
No, it's all music.
I'm joking.
It's. Have you ever been to B&H in New York?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Well, that's
I
similar.
know what it is, but I want to go.
Similar to that kind of store, but it's cool, and it's like to be in the heart of where movies and stuff are made. It's really high end, like RE cameras and things like that. But anyway, so flew into LA on Saturday, got here Sunday, and then Sunday was a day, since I'm shooting kind of like with a race team specifically, we went out and when they were shock tuning, taking kind of panning shots and doing things like that, just documenting. And then hanging out at the pits, taking pictures of them working on the cars.
Yep.
And then...
Are you just stills or are you shooting video too?
Stills. Like I was saying earlier, I'm too lazy and too stuck in my ways to not get into
it's
video.
It's hard to switch. I'm still cutting my teeth on videography, and I still don't know.
And then too, I
everything.
see stuff like Will Gentile with the heavy metal concepts.
Yep.
Dude, that's magic.
I'm never gonna reach
why
that
am I
level.
even bothering when there's guys like that producing content?
Yeah, and then you have like the Storytell Now. I don't know if you watch his stuff.
Who's this?
He's an overlander, the Storytell Now.
Okay.
He's out of like British Columbia.
Okay.
But he has.
Oh, I may have seen his stuff on YouTube.
He has like cinematography level. Shots and editing. It's unbelievable.
So when my wife she works a couple nights a week, and like when it's my time to put the baby down for bed, well, I'll give her a bottle, and then we turn on like some ASMR, like guys just like driving Jeeps out and camping in a snowy wilderness with a dog, and it's just a dude in a Jeep going out there and just beautiful cinematography. And like I'm sitting there watching this, it's just super chill. I love that kind of stuff. But
those are core memories, though.
Oh yeah, so it's so we do that. But
yeah, the first time my daughter finished a full bottle, we were watching Top Gear.
Oh, nice. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so we're like, Top Gear every night. What's that?
The good one?
Yeah, the good one.
Okay, good.
Okay, so now sidebar in this too.
I don't know.
People do not give the original American one a fair shake.
It was so good.
It's good. Tanner Faust and Adam and Rutledge.
Rutledge.
Rutledge is probably
so
here.
Good.
This.
Toyota's here. Rutledge is here. If Toyota's here.
And then I met Tanner Faust a couple of years ago too, and like, man, they see those episodes, especially when they went to Alaska.
Yep.
And they
did
did
great episodes.
They're real good.
We should try and get Rut on. I bet Rut, because Rut's in Georgia.
Yeah.
I bet we could get Rut.
Probably.
He pops up on my suggested Facebook friends all the time.
Does he really?
Yeah. I want to do it because I'm friends with, again, do it.
Yeah, so when you have industry friends.
Yeah, and then I see like Rutledge Wood, I'm like, there's no way.
There's no way.
Like, oh my God, it is him.
I've added so many people through that, and then either I'll post something from the shop, and then they just randomly like it, and I go,
hey. Yeah.
Hey.
Yep. And it's like, and then there's like other guys too that like recognize you, but like Ian, here, I see him all the time, and it's cool that you don't know their names, but like the faces are recognizable, and to be like within that world. But anyway, going back to my schedule for here. So shock tuning on one day. Today was I was out on the qualifying course and just taking pictures of the batch around like my guys that I'm shooting for, just to have a couple things to add in case somebody looks like, hey, I need car 633 or something. So taking pictures on the qualifying course. Then we went out and I co-opted a shoot with a different wheel company, and
you can say your wheel company.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it's.
We know Rocktrix isn't here.
Okay.
This isn't the only Rocktrix wheel in the lake bed. But we're the only people here pushing a product.
Yes. So we went out with my driver is sponsored by Threat Off-Road. So I went out and took pictures of for him while they were doing a shoot, because you only get limited time. There's only so many golden hours while you're out here. And so I'm like, okay, I got to do Casey this day, Aiden that day, whatever.
Well, and like working, like one thing I found out is working with drivers, if they have time available, you have to do it in that time available.
When they have that, because too, something can break.
Yeah.
And then like, hey, we can't do photos. I have to put in a new power steering pump.
I got to rebuild my car.
Like, sick. Okay.
Can we reschedule?
And that's why I don't like getting paid in advance anymore either. Is like, that's a really slippery kind of thing, is that like,
unless you're doing an event.
Yeah, and that's like, so a couple years ago I was shooting for Proving Grounds Racing, John Grounds.
Yeah.
And
they were in a Miller Motorsports car, right?
Yeah, really cool yellow one.
Yeah.
So I shot for him one hammers, and thankfully I was able to get a ton of content. We went out pre-running and doing kind of stuff like that. This race, they start here and then they go to Turkey Claw, which is like race mile 4.
Yeah.
He broke down before where I was sitting in Turkey Claw.
Oh.
I'm like, John, come on, man. And, paid me in advance. And thankfully we got a ton of content before, so like it didn't feel like dumb. But like when somebody pays you, and like, that's one of the harder parts about being a photographer out here is like, okay, I got to pick my spots. And then I know I can get them here as long as they make it 10 miles in. And then I'm going to race to another spot to try and beat them.
Yeah.
And then sit at this other spot. But then, like, you're sitting there waiting. Where are they? And then you're trying to pull up on your phone the tracker. You're like, my God, the tracker's not updating because there's no cell service. And then you sit there for 3 hours. And then turns out they broke down 2 miles before you, before they get to you.
Yeah.
And they're stuck in some canyon or in some bottleneck. You get up and leave, and you say, forget it, I'm moving to a different spot. Then the bottleneck clears, and then they go like, we just passed Spooners. Like, my God, I was sitting in Spooners for 4 hours. So that's hard. So now I tell people, like, hey, this is my price. And,
like 50% up front over to like a retainer or whatever.
Usually that's what I'll do. And like, so thankfully I sell calendars, and then that paid for my way out here.
Jeep like girls lay on you.
These were not, no. That was
it's called a
just
callback.
A one-off.
Yeah.
Why do you keep bringing it up?
That's called a callback, brother.
That's a pretty good comedic, thing. It's alliteration callback, that's a good one. No, there was no girls in American flags with ARs in front of.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, if it doesn't have babes in rifles, I ain't buying it. But no, I sell calendars of races throughout the years, and thankfully I do well enough with that where it pays for my flight and it pays for my rental car. So like, all right, I made it here.
It's just enough.
Any money I make afterwards is profit.
Yeah.
So that's the good part about it. So. But
your wife likes profit. You need to come up with a little extra cash.
Well, yeah, when before we were married, fine, I'm blowing my own money. But now it's like,
it's
okay,
our money.
You better be, you're disappearing a week to go have fun in the desert. Like, yes, it is fun, but it's also, as you guys now know, it's a ton of work.
Yeah, you need to come home with a product.
Well,
and not just to satisfy your wife, but to satisfy your partners.
Yeah, exactly. Too, and like I'm not like. High-level influencers like you guys are.
Oh, hey now. Well, I'll consider your race teams your partners, though.
Sure, yes.
You're still, I guess with the guy that you work for directly, you're not an independent contractor. But like for the other guys, you're an independent contractor.
Right.
So they're you're partnered with them for the event.
And you still have to deliver.
You still have to deliver a product.
And then two, the hard part for doing photo stuff specifically, they want their race reports out immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now, thankfully, I used to be like, I'm going out there, I'm shooting the entire field. And then like I'm on the flight trying to like organize and call, and do everything separated all by car number. Now, all right, I got my guys, I'll pick them. Anything else is a bonus. I get the money for this, whatever. And so now I'm sitting at their pits like, hey, Casey, you got your phone on? Let me airdrop you some pictures so you can post on Instagram. And then now with Starlink, they can post right away.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's the cool part, and like not stretching yourself too thin, but like when you get started, you kind of have to stretch yourself thin to just get into the game.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of hard
Kind of
work.
throw yourself into the fire at first.
Yeah, and it's not for everybody.
Yep.
And that's like, I did weddings for a while. It's not for me. I'm not. I joke. There's plenty of 25-year-old girls that wear big sun hats that love shooting weddings.
It is
Do it.
oversaturated in
Go
my area.
Go make the money. And but I'd rather be.
There's a new wedding photographer in Northern Virginia, like
Every 3
month.
minutes.
Oh, so
Like,
I used to go like I know like the Chantilly area
Yep.
and all that, and like I could picture that being a.
Well, it's all the wine country
Oh yeah. Yep.
wedding photographers.
Sure. Yep.
Like you said.
Yeah.
The giant sun
Big
hats.
hat.
Yeah.
Like,
Big hats.
It's on your
flow
most
dresses.
special day. And like they see a dude walking in with cowboy boots and a 4Runner lifted
Yeah.
on 33s, or like,
Who's this guy?
Who is this
Is
guy?
this a DJ?
Who the fuck is this guy?
I'm your
Yeah.
photographer.
I'm your photographer. Notice how all the buttons, the paint is wore off on it. It's because I was 2 weeks ago. I was in a canyon covered in race gas. It's but what's crazy too is like, so we were out here covered in dust and just these were brand new boots too. So that's you're filthy in my. I mean, this is an old
this
hat.
hat was legitimately
Yeah,
brand new a
this
few days
was
ago.
black.
Yeah, and like you sit out here and then you freeze at night, and then you're up. Like the day that I came here, so I woke up at 4 a.m. in New York, flew here. We didn't go to bed until 1 a.m. here.
Yep.
That's a 24-hour day.
Yeah.
And then hey, guess what? Meetings at 7. You
Yep.
have to be there. And then guess what? You have to go stand out on the course for 6 hours, and then you have to go meet your guy for a
But there's free
sunset
monsters,
shoot.
so that's good.
Yeah.
Dude,
Free heart palpitations. Awesome.
that's I am purely addicted to energy drinks, bad.
Yeah.
And then like when I give it up, then I'm drinking 7 cups of coffee a
Yep.
day.
Yeah.
So last year, I didn't go last year, 2 years ago, when I was with Angel,
Yep.
I was drinking nonstop Monster, and then by like Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm like, man, my freaking kidneys are killing me. I'm
You
pissing.
find yourself
I'm
clenching your jaw
pissing
at
green.
night.
What's going on here?
Yeah, and I'm like, why? My piss smells like Monster, and like I
My
need.
monster smells like piss. My piss smells like monster.
Like, man, I haven't had water in 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah,
so
I see that they finally put water.
Do they have
in
water
for
in
the
there?
stupid coffee machine today. All right, I don't want to talk bad about
Just
Ultra
lower
4.
your voice just a little
The
bit.
closer you get to the mic, the clearer it is. I don't
I
want
don't want to talk
I
bad.
don't want to talk any shit, but
But years ago, when I first started here, they had a Michelin star chef cater for the media
Yep.
the entire time.
Yeah.
3 meals a day, like real food.
I would love
Like,
to see the logistics and the cost of that.
Dude, so over there, instead, because how this place has grown, the Warren Media, the Warren
VIP.
VIP thing, there was a space in between there, and they had a kitchen in between there, and then like we go walking through, and they had like legitimate, like really nice shish kebabs, and like we're having fish one day, and they're like, whatever, Wagyu beef, and like, my God, and that was before too. We had to pay for the media bands.
I bet you people started abusing that feature of it
I'm sure.
well, I
to get
think
media
it was
badges
also.
just to be able to do whatever they wanted.
I
Yes.
also think because that was before like Instagram and social,
Yeah.
like
That-
the social media influencer.
That would so
just go as media,
And that's-
you can get whatever you need.
and that's what it was. And I think like the LA
Yep.
influencer things. That's why they had.
LA.
LA.
You got to LA.
LA.
You take the 405 out to
yeah.
La Brea.
Shit.
So
Wow, you're very good at that.
Shit.
I've spent too much time in LA.
LA.
But the price weeds out a lot of the riffraff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're going to spend money to be a media, some riffraff makes its way through.
Yeah.
But rich guys that are willing to throw away $100. But like, you get a little skin in the game at this
Yep.
point. And it's if you're just some dude that
Yep.
that went to Best Buy and bought their candy red D3200. You're
Went to
This
Best Buy and bought a
freaking guy.
Pocket 3.
yeah, right. Walking around like that.
Hey, can you put your mic on first?
Yeah. Is this mic'd up like the NFL? Yeah, that's the.
Like you're throwing shade at me there, pal.
No, dude, that's like when I would do weddings and stuff like that with video, and they'd click, mic up the groom. The joke 100% of the time.
It's always the
Yeah, it's like this is like the NFL. I'm mic'd up. Like, don't say anything dumb. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, so now though, you got to bring your own fucking water. for the coffee machine? Come on.
Yeah.
Put a coffee pot out. It's
Yeah, a Keurig.
A Keurig.
$25 Keurig.
Yeah, Keurig. How much? You could buy a tub of Folgers for $20. That would feed all.
The small ones like that, you could still hook up a water line to it.
Or just put a case of water near there. Yeah.
Something.
Or how about this? Being adult-sized men, how do your media vests fit this year?
Like I'm a stuffed sausage.
Yeah. I'm like busting out of the thing.
I almost broke my zipper the first time I tried to use it.
That's back in the
I
day.
just don't zip it up.
It's when you text me asking if we had to bring our own media vest. I wish we could, because I have mine with like my name, like my actual business name on the back.
I figured that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
But
Nope. You got to have your number.
That makes more sense.
Yep. If you see 079 out there on the course, it's your boy. So.
Do we get to keep these?
No.
Well, they got like bistro lights up now.
I mean, if anything, it's ambiance. You know, you kill the lights and you leave the bistro lights. Yep. So behind us, everybody, is the High Dollar Podcast Studio. It's like nice trusses and a backdrop, and but
Full mic arms.
Yeah, we're
labels,
over here on the
banners.
The casting couch.
Yeah.
You'll see this if you've subscribed to the Patreon. You'll see the second part of this interview.
Yeah. Hey now.
Hey. The Hammers After Dark.
Yeah.
So what's your? We're gonna start getting this wrapped up because we've been going for like an hour and 15 now.
Oh hell yeah.
What's your, other than your paycheck? What's your dirt drive? Why do you come out here over other events? Like why do you choose dirt? Why do you choose these dirty old race cars?
Well, so when I was doing AutoZone, I chose AutoZone. So I had a shoot the week after Hammers, and I was like, oh man, but it paid exponentially more money than I would make here by like 4 times the amount.
Yeah.
And so like, okay, I got to choose a couple dollars at some point. So I skipped Hammers last year because of that.
Well, you also had a kid last year.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing too, is like when I, to do like a real commercial job and then get paid LA money versus like at home money, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to pay off the 4Runner.
Yep.
So now I have no car payment because of one photo job. And that's like, once you start getting into that
You
level,
have legitimate reasons to pick and choose.
But so why I choose like this, I mean, tell me you hear a V8 ripping through the canyons and you don't want to be around that.
Yeah.
Shaking your chest.
And then two, so you've rode in the buggies through the things, and then to feel like, man.
Oh, they were wreck buggies. They weren't like.
Oh, okay. So like
they weren't race cars. They were wreck buggies.
If you ever get into like a real race car and you feel like nice like Fox shocks that are tuned right.
I got to ride in this is the wrong hat. George Schooley's car.
Oh, Schooley.
Yeah.
Oh,
and his Miller Pro Chassis 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
I rode in his car, and that is a wild ride.
Schooley's. So his was supercharged for a while too.
Yeah.
So that's a. I miss him out here. He's a great dude.
He's a good. He actually grew up with my father-in-law.
Okay, cool, nice. He called me not too long ago. I was doing a water project at my house, and he's like, "Let me give you some tips about your well." So
I got some tips about your septic system and your well.
Yeah. So no, he's a great guy. He's awesome. I used to joke that, like, when Schooley comes rolling into Hammers because he would bring his own porta-john with him. It's like, the shit man brings his own pooper.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
His mishmash color truck. With duct tape on it.
The camper, like the sleeper mega cab on the back of the semi. Is it bobtailed too? Does he have the...
Oh, I don't know.
I thought that... Is it a trailer? Does he have a big, like, box?
No, he's got a race trailer.
Okay, I didn't know
it's an honest-to-goodness race trailer.
I didn't know if this
he
thing
might
was
bring
just like
something else for certain events.
I couldn't remember if this thing was like 60 feet long with like a stretched semi with a sleeper cab and then a box mounted to the frame. But
he's a wild man.
No, but like I choose coming out here, like you get the itch. Like even riding in a Razor, and then you're like, okay, that's semi-attainable for a normal guy.
Yeah.
Like I could buy a 1000 XP on Marketplace for not a ton of money.
Yeah,
and
like Cheney's car. Cheney just sold a brand new car, race prepped for $83,000.
A car that could win Hammers.
Yep. A car that did win Hammers.
Yeah.
No, the car didn't win Hammers, but an identical car won Hammers last year.
And that's what's
and the year before the RCP, VCP.
Right. So I mean,
debacle,
Amber Slam, whatever.
Yeah. I don't get into the weeds with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're just a photo boy.
Yep.
Yes, I stay in my lane. You hear about like all the drama and stuff that goes on with any type of racing.
Yeah.
But like
Terry Madden, all that good stuff.
I've taken a couple cool pictures of Terry throughout the years, like when his car breaks down and he's up there like pointing lines out for everybody. You
go there.
Thor up there. I sold a picture to him. hair blowing in the wind, and somebody photoshopped
majestic.
it with him with a Thor's hammer and
a good one.
cape. So that made it into a calendar one year too. But yeah, and then too, just like the friends you meet,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
this is why you come out
The
here.
community.
Yeah, 100%.
Ran into you and Renegades on the Ridge.
Yeah. Was that
Miles
the?
Hasselquist was up there. Roush.
There's a Roush one. Yes. Yeah. Man,
Oh, were you at Roush when you guys went?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Renegades race.
I was trying to stay out of his way. With small fry.
Small.
Hey, now-
just a kid.
Yeah. No, and it's crazy too. Like,
Hey, you're part of a real production now, pal.
I am.
hey, you got green little wind blockers on the. What are these?
Well, we're the
Man,
DirtNerds.
Sure 58s.
Yeah,
That's
man.
a good mic.
Yeah.
That's what I use for my. I got 57, or I have two 57s and 58s for the band. So
Yeah.
look at you
We-
guys.
we
We
try.
got 4 of them. So I've been telling people, I'm like, I go through Sweetwater.
Oh, yeah.
With Sweetwater, you have an individual
Does the
sales
guy
rep.
call you?
Calls me every time I buy something. If I ever need anything,
Yeah.
he calls me. I can call him.
Yeah.
I've got his text. I text him all the time.
Yeah.
He knows I'm out here this weekend. I bought my camera. I was giving Best Buy shit earlier. I
Yeah.
actually bought my camera through Sweetwater.
Oh, I didn't
And
know
my-
that
my
they can't.
Yeah, my sales rep called me. We talked about different cameras. He walked me through. He was like, "Yeah, this really is the best product for you."
Man.
And it's like shout out Kim.
I was gonna say I'll have to talk to Steve and
Yeah.
see to tell him I need some camera stuff every now
Yeah.
and then. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could buy a $25 guitar cable and then you got a friend for life.
Yeah. Look,
Hey.
you got Sweetwater on your cables.
800-222-4700 Sweetwater.
Spam.
Oh, no, that's
Spam.
his phone number.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. No, dude, that's an area code.
I don't know. What do I
Check out Sweetwater for all your cabling needs. No, but that's like I said, this kind of stuff. This is it. This is why you come out here. And like think about like how lucky to. I'm sure you guys have like normal jobs on top of this too, and to like. You don't get this kind of stuff at like a regular job usually.
No.
Unless you're crazy fortunate. But like,
I kind of do.
what's
Because this is kind of is your.
I was gonna say.
I'm the lead tech and fabricator at the shop.
Okay,
and then
so-
I go do photography, so I get the best of both worlds.
so that's like with me doing like my marketing thing with like my race team being like part. You find your way into like
Yep.
those worlds and like okay, how fortunate to have like your passion.
I also
as,
wouldn't
like,
be
your-
here without them
Oh,
wanting
yeah.
to come here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what do you got? A Zoom H6 or something, or like what's the?
Zoom P4.
Okay.
Or PodTrack. Yeah, Zoom. It's a.
Yeah, without him, you would. What are you just gonna go stand on a soapbox and yell? You need him around.
I am the producer.
Yeah.
And one of the main hosts.
He's,
What are you gonna do?
He's
I just
checking
kind of
levels.
found my way into this.
You just weasel your way in.
No, we tracked you down, PJ.
That's true.
Oh,
We
you
did. We
headhunted
We
him.
legitimately headhunted PJ. So I've known PJ for years.
Okay.
And he was working at Ferrari at the time. I'm like, PJ, you need to leave
Ferrari.
Ferrari. Come work at the shop.
Beat
PJ, come work at the shop. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
And finally, you left
I
Ferrari
did.
for some reason.
I was
You went to
tired of the
so-
fucking
you went to
warranty work
some
and the fucking drama.
You went
Yeah.
to some BS small shop in your hometown.
Yep.
We won't give them any recognition. And then I'm like, PJ, just come to the shop.
Wait, so
Yep.
you guys work together at the?
Firehouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were both firemen together.
Oh, okay.
growing up in
I
our
went through
county.
EMT school with his dad.
Man,
Yeah.
I should have known. I was talking to some dingers over here. I used to design fire
Some
engine
ticks.
graphics. Yeah, there's a volleys.
Yeah.
Hit it hard from the yard.
Brother.
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 Nice.
Um,
Very cool.
yeah, so we head on to PJ. But yeah, so wrap this thing up. Where can people find you at, man?
So mostly, I try and I have a love-hate with the internet, but P_Casper, like the ghost, _photo.
Is it Ghost?
God damn it.
Wow, man, the callback. That's
Bringing
such a
it back.
Really
Full circle.
Bring it around town. I like it. Yeah, P_Casper _photo. Phillip Casper Photography on Facebook. I'm shooting for Casey Gilbert, 618 out here, and his son Aiden that's driving a UTV. Casey's in the Lightning McQueen looking car.
Hell yeah.
So if you see him out there, ka-chow.
Kachuga.
But yeah, so that's where you can find me out there. If you want to find me here, I'm in Hammertown. Please don't knock on the RV door. We're the hot water doesn't
It's a
work
good
and
thing
we're
you
pretty
don't have an
miserable.
address.
So
You guys in El Monte?
what's that?
El Monte RV?
No, we have a indie campers. So
Oh.
I don't want to keep this going too long though. But
you're good.
When we picked this thing up, so we were gonna go through Cruise America, but this thing was like $1,000 cheaper than Cruise America was. Like, well, hell, we'll get that. we show up in LA, and it's like, this is in Compton.
Oh. LA.
yeah.
Go Raiders.
Go Raiders. Yeah. So straight out of Compton, we go to straight out of Compton, we go to pick up my picked up
your RV from the underground, apparently.
Well, it's like a building that looks like it's like some decrepit office building.
It's in Compton.
Yeah, and there's no signage. But we see that there's 100 RVs parked outside. Like, okay.
It was like the rental places that we passed by.
And so, like, we look, and there's just, like, a piece of, like, printer paper that says Indie Campers on there. Like, all right. We walk in.
Legit.
It's just a room with, like, banquet tables and, like, a guy on a
black
laptop.
leather couch.
I'm sorry?
Sitting in a black leather couch.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
I should not be
Pay here.
Yeah, and it's like a guy, he's like, you have to pay, like, on my phone because I got the Square reader on my phone. I'm like, do you not have even an iPad where I can do like the
no point of sale system?
It's 2026.
Yeah, you're not even gonna ask if I'm gonna tip you. But yeah, so it's like this real shady place, and then we pick up the RV, and then we notice that somebody has dragged this thing hard across a rock at some point, so the aluminum on like the bottom of it is worn. Like it's like they dragged it
up back door.
Yeah, this 30-foot Ford E-Series,
the same thing we got. Yeah, we got a 35-foot Ford E-Series van.
Yeah, and so somebody has definitely crushed the tailpipe. So it's like that. It's supposed to be round.
So a JK tailpipe.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So there's that. We were driving, and the door for the generator just starts.
How can you tell people not to come see you, and you're giving an exact description of your vehicle?
We're in the white one with the yellow. It's like a Toyota Racing starts. But this pile of shit RV that we're in. The hot water heater doesn't work. So, and then the first night we couldn't figure out how to get the thermostat turned on. So we
they didn't give you a rundown on how everything works?
They did, but the guy's like, just make sure everything's here and then be on your way. And
we did have to watch a YouTube video to get our slide out, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's fine.
So I ended up going on YouTube. So we go to bed, and I got like my blanket, and I'm sleeping over the top of the cab.
PJ spot.
That's your spot? Hell yeah. You're sleeping in Grandma's attic too?
Yeah.
So we wake up at like 3 a.m, freaking popsicles, freezing cold because the heat never turned on. I'm like, holy fuck, it's cold. So I'm going and like hitting the thermostat, just hitting a bunch of buttons, and I finally get it to say heat. I'm like, okay. I'm clicking up, and it won't go past 37.
Oh.
So I'm like, it must be 37 degrees in here. Like, forget it.
Celsius.
Celsius. 99. 99 degrees Fahrenheit. I wake up an hour and a half later. I'm like,
oh, God.
I'm like Ace Ventura and the Rhino.
We're out of... Hey, that's called a callback, brother.
Kind of hot in these rhinos. And, so I'm like, and then
Did you come out of the butthole of the RV?
Ugh, that's a gray water.
Yeah. So
That's the black water there, pal.
So...
It's a Rhino. It's gray.
I wake up and I'm like, I'm so freaking hot, and then I had to take a leak because I had 2 Gatorades before going to bed, and so I open the door of the bathroom, and there's must be a vent in there too, and I go to touch the doorknob, and the doorknob is hot. I'm like, is this?
I'm not a fireman,
is this
but
freaking thing on fire?
Did you check that door for heat temp?
Yeah.
No.
Like, back of my hand. So
what is this, Home Alone?
Yeah. So I get down low, and I'm ready for the smoke, ready for a backdraft to come out of this damn thing, and it's like paint peeling hot inside there. So I'm like turning, twisting the thing, and hitting the fan to get some sort of exhaust going. And I go to like step in there, and there's like a piece of like metal trim to separate the things. I burned a freaking hole through my sock.
God damn.
It was so hot.
You're just getting everything.
Yeah. So then we figure out that Celsius. So I turn this bitch down. So now we have it set to 68. It's a very nice temperature in there right now.
It's not 69?
Listen, man, it's even numbers.
68's the perfect temperature for the house, though.
Yeah, right. So it's but yeah. Anyway, my camper, pile of junk. I would not recommend Indian campers because we don't have hot water.
It's okay. Our door kept falling open on the road.
Oh yeah, we left Costco, and there was a little Asian kid walking.
He was like
the door
watching the RV, and then
door checks
randomly
on
the door
portable
just went whoop-ah!
So Tom heard the door open, so he slammed on the brakes, and the Asian kid literally walked into the door. He's like, ah!
Whoa,
Thought he was gonna get snatched.
Oh, I thought about snatching him. For sushi on this trip.
Traffic the child.
He was an adult, but he was just like an Asian sized.
Yeah, not like a.
I probably have to edit that out. I'm not going to. That's hilarious.
Corn-fed American
He wasn't an
sized.
adult-sized Asian.
Yeah. Oh, so we're trafficking adult men.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's dirt drive for you. But
On
yeah,
that note.
on that note, our door is stuck shut, so you have to like yank it to get it to something's up with the
Oh, yeah,
latch.
ours is
It
so
must have been
fucking
from
janky.
somebody dragged across the rock. I think it jammed the frame up. So, would not recommend Indian campers because they with our hot water situation, how we have no hot water. They're like, well, you can bring it back to LA and we'll swap you out. Like, I'm not driving 4 hours back.
Yeah, for real.
Like, so
You can drive one to me.
and that's what I said. I'm like, well, we don't have enough to like do that. Like, then I guess we're gonna have to get some sort of refund.
Yeah.
So now they were like, well, you could take it to a repair shop in Yucca. And what am I gonna leave it there for 2 days? And like, you know,
That is my house.
Yeah.
Where am I going to live?
yeah, exactly. So
Jesus.
I'm like, well, I'm just gonna wait till it's hot outside, then take a cold shower super fast, pretend like I'm going swimming or something
Yep.
like that, and then that's how, you know, getting cleaned up. But
That's kind of how I did it last night.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how
I'm showering
what the
tonight.
knobs and stuff did.
did you have to turn? Do you have to turn on the hot water heater too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I keep coming back, is so I could poop in a bad toilet.
I love it here. It's
Yeah.
just so miserable. I
Yeah.
love it.
Piss on bushes.
yeah. Go out and there's the fireworks.
shot at.
Yeah.
I know.
Yep. But yeah. No, it's
getting
super cool
rowdy.
being here and talking to you guys.
Thank you,
and,
man.
know, being on,
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Rocktrix.
P Casper photo.
P
on Instagram.
_Casper _photo. Phillip Casper photography. 1L.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out 7 Slot.
Yep.
Angel.
Check out Rocktrix. Thank you, Rocktrix, for helping us get out here.
Your battery.
Oh, battery. Yeah.
Look at that.
And I got gravity batteries.
And I hear they're the best for 4-wheelers. That's
They actually have some pretty sweet products. They're
Yeah.
independently owned.
Yep.
very cool.
They hooked us up with this battery pack for.
Look at we've
for
been
podcasting.
jabbering for an hour and a half.
Yep.
hour and a half.
We're at 97%.
97%.
That's pretty killer.
We're live streaming on this puppy tomorrow.
Yep.
That's cool.
So.
Yeah.
That's better than the Milwaukee one that we've been using.
Well, yeah,
Man.
because it doesn't turn off.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee battery has a so it's only drawing 1 watt right now. If you're using Milwaukee battery, you need to be drawing at least 3 watts, or it'll time out after 60
Yep.
minutes.
Just turn off.
We gotta just have like a light bulb next to you.
Yeah.
It's like,
So what I do is I plug my phone into the Milwaukee
Just so you
battery.
can yeah.
But now I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Because we have this sweet anti-gravity battery.
Look at that. You wouldn't be doing this podcast if it wasn't for anti-gravity batteries.
Heck
Basically.
Look at that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And Rocktrix.
And
Rocktrix.
Rocktrix. Thank you, Rocktrix.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Go check out this guy. He's pretty sweet. Go check out his photos. He takes sweet photos, and he's a sweet guy. And we will see you. I guess we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Later.